Well, here we go. Another school shooting, which probably 100% could have been avoided by somebody that could have spoke up. Kind of like Sandy Hook, kind of like Fort Lauderdale, where somebody did stand up and say something in Fort Lauderdale, but the police, the FBI didn't do shit. Didn't go in that kid's house and take his guns. All right, here's some solutions. These are simple solutions, all right? Every school, all the doors are locked, have a couple armed security guards. If you want to come into school, you come into this door, motherfucker, and you're gonna come through security, okay? Maybe a veteran. And say, what is your business here? If you walk in with a gun, you get shot in the face. How's that sound, okay? So 1 or 2 points of entry in the schools, all right? You can't get in the door. Most schools now have key cards. How did they get in that school? What happened to that school, right? Where was security at for that school? You have to have a key card if you're a teacher, right? Second of all, I talk to my children all the time about if one of their classmates are making threats. If you hear Joe Bob, no offense to any Joe Bobs out there, if you hear Joe Bob saying, hey, I'm gonna shoot up the school, go tell somebody. Go tell your mother. Go tell your father. Tell somebody. Speak up. If you see other kids bullying other kids, speak up about that and say, stop bullying, or let a teacher handle or the principal handle it, okay? Now, we have to find out about this 18-year-old. But I'm gonna tell you a little secret about some other school shootings, okay? The one up in Michigan, the parents were involved. They should be hung, okay? And that kid should be hung. Sorry, I don't care. That kid that went into the grocery store, right? Or actually just jumped out of a car at the grocery store and started shooting, you should be hung. If you hang these sons of bitches and say, this is what happens to you if you do a school shooting. This is what happens to you if you go to a grocery store and you unload it on a bunch of innocent people. We were going to hang you. And not just a hanging where your neck snaps. I'm talking a hanging where they just pick you up and then you're flopping around for 21 minutes. By the way, that when somebody gets hung like that and commits suicide that way, sorry to be graphic, but you live for about 21 minutes and you'll see them suffer and shit their pants, okay? So that's what you do to those jackasses. And you video it live and you say, here you go, world. This is what happens to you if you do something so fucking stupid. Bottom line is, it's not the guns. And the Second Amendment wasn't made, for deer hunting and shit. It was made to protect the people against a tyrannical government. Guess what, government? We don't trust you. We're gonna keep our guns. Okay? That's why the Second Amendment is there. It's not the gun's fault. The gun didn't walk into the school and start shooting people. How did he get the gun? Once you report on that, did his parents know that he was a nut job and just let him feel free to grab a gun whenever he wants? He's 18 years old. Okay, parents, guess what? You're getting fucking charged along with him. And send a message to every fucking parent out there and saying, get your shit together. We're the government. We're not supposed to be your parents. But if we have to tell you how to be one, we're going to show you how to be one. Trust me, I don't want the government fucking telling me. But I tell my children, speak up, say something, okay? Speak up. Other people speak up. Fort Lauderdale, the neighbors spoke up. Talked to the FBI for hours. The sheriff's department was at his door multiple times. Multiple times. And the kid wrote on YouTube, I'm gonna be the next school shooter. Jack, if you say something like that, motherfucker, you're done forever. Gun's gone. You'll never own one. Don't say something so fucking stupid, okay? And don't write it down, for God's sakes. Schools, lock all your fucking doors. You want to come into school, you got to come in this door. And guess what? There's going to be an armed guard there. You're saving money. You're saving kids' lives. How's that sound? Okay. And don't just, don't have doors that have a freaking window in it. Fuck it. Make them steel to where if they, you can't get in them. You can't look in. You can't shoot out the window and reach in and unlock it, right? These are simple solutions here, folks. All right? We don't have to make this difficult. The jackasses up in DC are going to debate and debate over gun control and blame a gun. These fuckers aren't smart enough. Come on, quit voting for them. But then tell us the whole story about Texas, about this kid's background. Tell us the truth. Just like you didn't tell us the truth about Sandy Hook. And here's the truth about Sandy Hook, okay? Sandy Hook, that kid was off. His mother fucking knew it, okay? The day that happened up in Sandy Hook, the mother was gone on vacation, left a mentally ill kid at their house by himself with access to all the guns. He goes, looks up her email, and in her email to a mental hospital, he's getting committed to a mental hospital. That kid fucking snaps. The mother comes home, he shoots his mother, and he goes to Sandy Hook and says, I'm gonna show you. That mother should be, if she was alive, she'd be fucking charged. So don't be blaming guns. Like, how is that the gun's fault? How is any of this the gun's fault? I'm sorry, but I'm over listening that it's the gun's fault. Okay? It's not. Is it the fucking U-Haul truck's fault for blowing up the building in Oklahoma City? Is it? Please answer that question for me. Feel free. Quit. You want to take away guns? All right, motherfuckers. No security guards anywhere. There were security guards at Topgolf last night. Topgolf. I'm all for it. Fuck yeah. I don't need them. Other people need them. I'm good. I ain't gonna do anything fucking stupid. Don't need to. You got guards at churches, at banks, football stadiums, celebrities, senators, representatives. My fucking sheriff gets a goddamn guard, for God's sakes, which I didn't understand. I'm like, dude, you're the fucking sheriff. Why do you need somebody walking around with you? Anyways, Darren, I like you, but don't be a pussy. You're the sheriff, for God's sakes. Jesus. See, it just boggles my mind, you know? Are you gonna give up? You got Mr. NBA coach that was, I'm tired of this. How do you get walked off the field, off the court, or to your car? You probably got a security guard walking you to the car, or you're in a fenced-in area with security guards around it, right? Do you get followed home? Do you get an escort from the police going into a stadium? Do you? Yeah, I am tired of school shootings. Absolutely, 1,000,000%. I have kids, and they're in middle school. Sorry, they're in middle school. Teach your kids to speak up. Parents, neighbors, community, speak up. You have to. Quit blaming the guns. It's not the gun's fault. It's people who don't speak up. It's their fault. Yes, I 1,000,000% agree with everybody. We have to do something. But do not blame the gun. There's going to be 300,000 gun owners in Houston this weekend for the NRA convention. And I bet you won't have an incident. Just like when I was in Indianapolis at the NRA convention, there were over 200,000 people there. There will not be an incident. Please don't prove me wrong. Fuck. Hopefully some jackass doesn't prove me wrong. Yes, we understand when the Second Amendment was written, we had muskets. Yeah, well, muskets killed people, all right? We took over our country. We won our freedom with muskets, all right? So there's that. Whether it's a musket or a knife. So that's my rant, and I'm not sorry for posting this one bit. One bit, I'm not sorry at all. Bring on the hate mail. There's my fucking email. We can fucking debate this all you want. Let's go at it now. I'm all for it. So, yeah. So if you want to debate about it, let's do it. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, not on Facebook. But bring it on. Bring it on. You're going to have your hands full. I don't trust the government. I'm not giving up my guns. Now, if I say something stupid, yes, I should have my guns taken from me. If I say something like, I'm going to shoot up a school, I'm not going to fucking shoot up a school. Don't edit this news, you fuckers. But my rant is over. Everybody knows where I stand. If you want to debate, yeah, let's have a conversation for sure. Let's sit down and have a conversation. But don't you dare bring in your shit that you're blaming a fucking gun. People need to be held accountable for their actions. Hang that sumbitch on the courthouse steps and say, this is what happens to you when you freaking shoot up a school. You shit your pants and you get hung, you turn fucking blue, and everybody in the world sees it. Rant over. Lumberjacks out.